Hi guys, my favorite too, and this is guys trigger topics that affect the narrative and what urban context make us a conversation. Hi guys, my favorite too, and we discuss trigger topics that affect the narrative and what urban context make us a conversation.
Hey, good evening. Good evening. Welcome everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Let's talk trending topics. Lot going on, lot to discuss. Tanya can't join us tonight, but we're here and we got two topics that I think one of the topics is in the news. Everybody knows what's going on. For those of you that didn't see the whole Kanye West interview that Drink Champs did over the weekend, um, because of the contents of the video, Revolt TV decided to take it down from YouTube. It was not taken down from YouTube. Kanye West is not banned on any social media. Actually, Kanye West has just been suspended for like the last week on social media. So he's not banned or anything. Um, Faith had the opportunity to see the video as well as myself before it got taken down. And we're going to discuss that. And we're going to discuss something else that's under the radar that I think that a lot of people should pay attention to in regarding Ice Cube and everything that he owns with the big three. But Faith, you had the opportunity to see the whole interview and tell us what's your thoughts.
Um, Honestly, with them like taking it down and everything like that, it kind of make it seem like everything he was saying was true. If he's crazy, like they claim, and it's false narrative, what would be the reason to take it down? Me watching it, I kind of look at him in a whole different light. He make a lot of sense. You know, a lot of people be saying, well, intelligent people, crazy people are intelligent or whatever. But when you watched it and listened to him, um, you have to agree on him with him on a lot of things. I feel as though it should have stayed up because America we free, and the main thing is freedom of speech. And lately, it's not true because people get blackbarred and how you say it, losing things that they have and stuff from things they say, and it's supposed to be freedom of speech. What happened to that?
Remember, freedom of speech does not make you freedom of consequences for that speech, which is
Yeah,
very
but
interesting. Which is a very
how could
interesting
you be
thing.
how could you be punished for something that you're supposed to be free to do? You know, um, that was a touchy subject about George Floyd, and I think people took it the wrong way because when I first read it, before I seen the show, I seen a clip, so I straight went off with like, I'm done with Kanye, and I didn't listen properly either because he didn't say that or he died from fentanyl. He said they gave him fentanyl, so basically he still was saying that they killed him, but they killed him in a different way. That he was targeted, basically what Kanye was saying, that he was targeted to be killed, and you know, that's it. But the way they put it out, just that clip was saying that they didn't kill him, or that's how everybody took it, like to say that he wasn't even on his neck, and they just had that part, but they didn't have the whole thing. And basically, he was saying they killed him, but they tried to kill him with fentanyl, and he feel like the drug is what really killed him, but they killed him.
One of the things that I looked at. I actually watched the whole interview
I
twice.
watched the whole interview. It was
Twice, and I and
it
I
had you
actually still
glued.
I actually still got the interview too. And before they took it
Okay.
down, um, I thought the interview or the discussion, so to say, and I'm not a person that watched Drink Champs, but I thought the interview
Yeah.
was interesting at the least. I think Kanye is speaking about a bunch of different things. So if you're not, I'm not going to say up to speed. To majority of people, he babbles and be all over the place. But I think if you listen to what he has always said, and some people be like, "Oh, he's off brand, he's off his." Kanye has always been a babbler. He's always been a person that may
Mm-hmm.
have four different subjects going on at one time that he's talking, and you kind of like keep up to
Gotta go with
speed.
him. I'm the same
Um,
way.
I think that a lot of people, unfortunately, the way that we are, we get triggered with so many things, and we don't understand context to a point, or we don't understand clips.
Mm-hmm.
Clips, and the reason why I say that is because before Nori and Drink Champs even dropped the whole show, it was two or three clips floating around. And the George Floyd comment clip was one of the clips.
Yes, that's what I comment on. Yes.
Everybody to like, oh no, he want dare? How dare he? So
Mm-hmm.
it triggered a reaction. Right, wrong, and indifferent. It triggered a reaction. And then I think those some people were like, I'm not even gonna watch. I'm not spending 3 hours watching this man defame someone
Yeah.
killed. um, right in front of everybody's eyes that we saw on TV. I'm tired of Ye. So they felt like they canceled Ye prior to even watching the whole 3 hour
And
video.
they missed out. They definitely missed out.
I think that when most people decided to watch the 3 hour video and you watched it, you kind of got a better understanding of what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
People are running around here saying that he's saying anti-Semitic speech. He's actually not.
He fighting for us.
This is why, and I don't know if anybody ever had any work with the ADL, which is the Anti Defamation League, and they track this type of stuff. The Anti Defamation League hasn't even said anything about what he's saying. So, in context, they're not even offended by
Yeah.
what he's saying. So, everybody's on this. He's being anti Semitic. He's being, they ain't said
It's
nothing.
not. Nope.
So, he has some very strong opinions in reference to um, the Jews, or some Jews, or some people that he feel as though have been profiting off of Black death, and
But he that
the
it
Black
wasn't. It's not
voice.
a lie.
Um,
Like Black Lives Matters. Everybody thought Black people came up with it. You know. And then you remember when the riots? I was in I was down here in Philly when they was rioting. I witnessed it. It was white people that was coming putting Black Lives Matters on buildings. Black people was trying to stop them. Like, no, don't do this. Our community, this, that, and the third. Like, why is you doing that? Y'all don't even live over here. Y'all, the first people that started the riots was white. You know what I'm saying? They enticed it. So it kind of all makes sense. And then you putting Black Lives Matter on it. And everybody with the movement, like, cause yeah, Black Lives Matter, we yelling it, but we don't even know that it's not even our people who started this. They getting money off of us, like, off of everything. So
I think that's where he was explaining, like it was basically funded by George Soros.
yeah, it's not
For
black.
anybody that don't know, look up George Soros, and you'll understand why he funded the Black Lives Matter movement, and what George Soros is. He's a globalist, and he believes in the global agenda and believes in no borders. It's a bunch of people that believe in this stuff, and I'm not. I don't want to get into the politics of that, but I thought it was interesting how on Monday, when Monday came, Nori went on the Breakfast Club, and he did his media circuit with the Breakfast Club Hot 97 as well, and basically said
Mm.
how pissed he was and apologized for the interview.
And that's why I didn't like, because he kept giving you're here, you always welcome here, and you basically like you're black. He's not blackball guys and all this. You acting like his friend, and but then the turn around and stab him in the back. That was just so corny. Because honestly, like, I'm fair. I'm a very, very fair person. Like, I'm like that. I don't care how close I am to you. Right is right and wrong is wrong. So I feel as though me watching it, I lean more towards Kanye. If he was to go for presidency on everything, I would vote for him, because he made more sense to me than any president that came and became president. And he made sense that we voting for people that don't fight for us, that don't speak about us, and they get our votes. But we get nothing. And he made it clear, like I always say, we always invest them into other races, and supporting other races, don't support one another. You know what I'm saying? He talked on that. He really said he called himself the Moses of the black people. He said he bringing his people with him. He's a billionaire. He don't have to speak for us. He don't have to fight for us. And I feel as though You know, and that's what he chose to do. He feel like God chose him to do this. And when he had the White Lives Matter, basically he's saying God created everybody, you know, but he focusing on the blacks for us to, you know, unite and to have what everybody else have, you know, and live like everybody else live. Everybody living off of us. Everybody's eating off of us except us.
I'm gonna ask you, since you know, since you were one of the people that listened to the whole interview. 3 hours is a long time to listen to an interview.
But it went fast. It was
But one
good.
one of the
It was
things that
good.
he does as a guest is he talks about so much stuff. Did you were you able to listen to what he was saying and be like, oh, he make a good point, or did you feel like,
Everything.
because I know how you felt about Kanye prior,
Yeah.
and I
So
used
when
to
I first started,
and I
I'm
used
ready
to
to eat
joke
them
with
up.
you about it.
You know, I'm very opinionated, and I was ready to eat them up. So of course I tuned in just because I was just sort of clicked. But then when I seen it and listened to him, it's not what the message that he was trying to send out. You know, at all. You know, at all. He went outside. He's for us. You know, he was educating us. So those who decided not to watch, they really missed out. You know, because he know a lot of things that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, he brought it to the table and he explained everything top to bottom, and he made sense.
Do
Why
you
did
think?
why did, why did they take it down? What did he do so wrong
I
that
mean,
they had
I
to take
mean,
it down?
they took it down, so they can't blame nothing else but themselves taking it down. They wasn't forced to take it down. They took it down because they chose to take it down. YouTube did not force them to take
But
it
he
down.
talked about that.
Let me
He
let,
talked about how they're gonna push their buttons and and make people turn on them and everything like that. Even though Meek Mill said what he said about him, he shot Meek Mills out. He said he's one of his favorite artists. He do his thing. He's like, what I'm not going to do is compare us to. He was saying that a lot of people are going to compare artists. He said everybody great in their own unique way. The man is dope. I'm sorry. I look at him
let
in
me
a whole different light.
let me ask you now, because he got it, and I don't think that a lot of people from the culture, a lot of black people, really care about nothing but what he said about George Floyd. How do you, in the context of what he said about George Floyd, do you think it was insensitive about what he said?
No, because it was insensitive when I saw the clip. When I saw the clip, I was like, I'm done. He not for the people. Like I wrote the comment under it. I went and deleted it, and I let everybody, the person who posted it, I had to recant my prior comment because I didn't have the full information. Now that I have the full information, I changed my opinion of him. That they made it look like that, but that's not what he was saying basically. And if everybody would have watched it, they would have saw that he was saying nothing like that. He was saying that he was targeted from the door, basically, and that they could remember the lawyer said he had fentanyl on him because they were trying to say that's what he died
It's in
from.
the autopsy
Yeah,
that he
so
had
so
fentanyl in
how
him.
was y'all suing him for him saying it when the lawyer said it? You feel me? But what he's saying is they put it in him. He didn't say that he was high and that's how he died. He was saying that he felt as though that's what contributed to his death. The leg wasn't really on him. It was the fentanyl that contributed to his death because they murdered him. So even with the family wanting to sue, it just show you how it's like how they turn the black. He defending your family member. You know what I'm saying? He trying to show us that it was it was planned. It wasn't by
I'm
accident.
I'm gonna ask you, do you think, like, because this is something that we're into. We both, you have your own podcast, and you interview people, and a lot of times you interview people and you got to ask them questions. You already know the answer, but you got to ask them questions to get
Yeah.
them to talk, to get them to engage. Do you think that, because Kanye said what he said, and it would appear to be so insensitive that he shouldn't have said it? Do you think that now, like, people are just like piranhas, attack,
Yeah,
like
if they was
everybody?
going by the clip, yeah. Cause I was furious, and I love Kanye. I was done up after I saw that clip. Like, oh, I'm done with him. I'm not listening to his music. I'm not going to support him because I'm like, oh, he is like a coon,
But
you know.
some will say, because we all seen how George Floyd died. We all seen the footage. It's amazing because it was, unfortunately, when you sit back and think about all the circumstances, is we were all home. The pandemic had just kicked
It
in,
was heartbreaking.
and we saw on the news where the cop had was on top of him, and this man was screaming out for his mother. And
Yeah.
it was traumatizing for many people that have may
That
never
made me
seen nobody
cry when
die.
that part was on there. He was like, "Mom," that made me
So
cry.
so let me ask you. So you think that's really what it
Hello,
was? Is like
Nicole.
people hear Kanye even bringing it up or trying to in their eyes minimizing it. Like you
Um,
trying to tell us that I didn't see what I seen and I
no,
know I seen what I
what he
seen.
was really trying to say, if they would have watched the interview, what he was really trying to say that it wasn't just suffocation, like it wasn't his neck, it was really the drugs that they gave him. He was really trying to say that, you know, and he was saying that it was plotted against him. It was really on his side. He was really on George Floyd's side, but it was the way they did the clip. It made everybody look at it like that. Now, when he said, "Mama," it his girlfriend named Mama, so he could have been calling his girlfriend, or he could have been calling his mama, and which is still the same thing. If he calling the love of his life, while he's dying, and Kanye also was saying like he prayed for 8 minutes. Like this is all about with Kanye. It's about his faith in God. He feel like he have a work to do to save his people, to wake us up. He said it's his duty since he got the platform and he got the money. This coming out his mouth that it's our job to do this and to wake everybody up. But like anybody that try to lead, this happens to them. His own people go against him, and it starts with us all the time. Look
I
at
think that
Malcolm X.
one
Remember when
one of the
Malcolm X felt like everybody should be come together, and they could worship Allah no matter what color you are, and they did him. His own people did him dirty.
one of the things that I able to identify is politics behind all this. It's his allegiance with Candace Owens. Um and a lot of people don't like Candace Owens because she's not only a black conservative, but she's a conservative who ruffles the feathers out of a lot of black people. So a lot of black people feel as though
That's the one that
she,
wore a shirt with him.
yeah, she,
I don't
I
care
don't.
for her either.
So a lot of people feel like since Kanye wanted Trump to be, endorse Trump. So you see a lot of things behind the
But
scenes with the
but guess what?
fallout where me myself, when you know the political affiliations with people and you see what they're doing, they're kind of like gaslighting it more than what it is. And I'm not saying
Yeah.
that to be
And
insensitive to
Trump
George
and
Floyd.
Trump dissed Kanye. Trump
Well,
saying that
well, even
yeah.
that, even that, Faith, believe it or not, that's not a quote from Trump. Everybody's regurgitating that sources. They're saying
Oh,
sources
okay.
say it. So, and
Oh,
this is the
okay.
game that's kind of going on with media. Is everybody is saying a source, a source? Do you have a direct quote? Because if it's not a direct quote,
Exactly.
really, we shouldn't listen to it because
That's true.
there is a political game going on. There is um, the way Kanye his politics is set up. That it is people that have a different view of politics, a different political party. That this was actually fuel to say like, "Yo, he don't love black people, or he don't love us,
Hmm.
or he's this, or he's
Yeah. See,
the
Kanye black, so they use anybody else that run for presidency. They use the black card for us, or they against blacks. So now he's black, so they want. Oh, he not down for his own people. He's a coon. That's what they want to put in our head. It's the social media that's the only way they could do this, and that's true. He said a lot of things that they educate us through social media, the education they want to give us, not real education. You know what I'm saying? What they want us to believe, what they want us to think, what they want us to wear, and all of that. Like the influence he had, where everybody dressing like a hobo. You feel me? Wearing rubber shoes with holes in it, like that's worth hundreds of dollars, and I wasn't there, But he got with the program, but he telling you this is what we all supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like the interview was so dope, and it looked like brotherhood up there. So that's why I'm kind of mad at Nori. He just was like Judas in this. You know, sat there, ate at the dinner, then
Easy, Faith.
you know what I'm saying? I'm serious. He, you
Kanye came
know,
out with a statement today, and he said, we should be up off of Nori for that. We should understand, and it just goes to show that a lot of times these guys are friends, and a lot of times we have to understand as
it's
consumers,
their job. Yeah,
a
they
lot of this
business.
shit is entertainment. A
Yeah,
lot of this stuff is just a monkey show. I hate to. I'm not calling nobody a monkey,
yeah,
but a lot of this, as me and you always talk behind the scenes, this is the monkey shit that people be wanting to
yeah. They
see.
want to see it. They want to hear
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So I just want to give some context to something about Kanye and the George Floyd family. In April 2020, Kanye gave them $2 million.
Wow. So that's what I'm
But
saying.
that doesn't excuse if he offended them.
Yeah, but if he offended them,
But it
that's
gives
another
it
thing.
gives
Is they worth 23 million? How much they asking for? What, 25 million?
it's
Something
a
like that.
they said it's a $250 million
Oh,
lawsuit.
250 million. Now that gonna make you feel better? That gonna take his words back? Like honestly, like come on. I'm gonna be real. Like he didn't. I feel as though everybody can have their opinion. If he feel as though everybody see. Remember that dress? You saw gold and somebody else saw blue, or it was white and when it was blue, and that really was like that. Cause my son next to me like that dress blue. I'm like, no, it's not. Like you playing with me, but everybody look at things different. When there's a police investigation, 5 people saw what happened, but five different stories because people see things differently. If he said that he felt like it wasn't on his neck like that and it was fentanyl, that's still an opinion. It's not a fact. That's nothing to sue somebody for two hundred
You should
and
have
fifty million
you
dollars
should have
for.
went to school for law, Faith.
But me, I know. It's like that. No, but
I
I'm
mean,
serious. Like, okay, you could say it was insensitive, and he could apologize if he said if it came off wrong. But how could you really sue someone for their opinion? Like,
I know
honestly,
in the interview today, he didn't specifically say that he was apologizing to the Floyd family. He did say, "I apologize, but what I've been saying has hurt anyone." But that's not an apology to them.
yeah, because
And
yeah, if I offended you, was it purposely? But if I
one of the
offended you, I
things,
apologize.
defamation.
How
You
could it be
can't you can't
defamation
defame
if
a
the
dead you
lawyer
can't
said
defame a
that?
dead person. You can't defame a dead person. They can't say you defamed them. But the
But
case
now yet the lawyer said this.
going forward, if this case stands, it will be very, very, very interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
because you already know how I don't know if he gonna fight, if he just gonna give them the money just for the not be bothered with it because they need it or whatever. But I know it's dead wrong because it was opinion, and then this is what the lawyer used in this case. All he did was repeat what the prosecutor was saying. So how could you sue this man for? I don't get it. Like, you know, now if it was just the clip, how I felt, yeah.
so,
But
so let me ask you, because I think we did two or three shows, and
Kanye been kicking on this thing for like 3 weeks now, because every week he do something new.
and then I'm gonna
He
put
definitely hot topic.
I'm,
He is
I'm gonna put
definitely hot
I'm gonna put
topic.
I'm gonna put no, his name is Yee now, so I'm gonna call him Yee.
He
I
said
guess
that like he was still calling Kanye.
we're gonna
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to we're gonna have to put Yee in the category where like, yo, you trending, but we ain't gonna keep talking about you every week. But anyway, right?
Well, we got to defend him. We have to because we have to bring light. Cause a lot of people didn't see the video, and a lot of people just seeing the clip, and they're gonna be, how we go. We go after our own like it ain't nothing. No other race. We just said this last week. No other race does that. Wrong, right? Even the one that was eating up the people, Donald. Remember, the cop gave him clothes to wear. You feel me? And admitted that he gave him his son old shirt and a pair of slacks because they help their own no matter what. You feel me? They help their own no matter what they go through. We the only ones that's gonna throw gasoline on the fire. We see our brother and sister burning up, and here we go with the gasoline. Let them throw the gasoline. You throw them some water.
So what do you think next is for Yee? Where we gonna go now?
He said he running for presidency. I don't know if it's bull crap, but he gonna get my vote, and I will help um his campaign and get people out there to vote. Now, anybody else, I'm not voting. If he don't, I'm not voting because my vote don't count. I'm tired of us voting for people that don't give a damn about us. We just was talking about last week. We heard the recordings of people that's in high positions, how they really feel about us. And here we go voting. Here we go picking them, and they're not picking us. So only way I'm voting if he run.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I meant to make something. You said something about Trump. Now, he made a good point. Like everybody got mad. I was wearing a Trump hat and I was supporting Trump or whatever. He said, but black people love Trump. He like they don't want to admit it. I'm telling. I ain't never watched the press conference except when Obama was in office, and me and my kids would sit around for Trump because we cracking up, we laughing. We learned, we seeing what's going on and stuff. But he was so, he was like he was a black person. He didn't care what came out of his mouth. He didn't care about consequences. He wasn't conservative. He was kind of hood. And it was true. I said, you know what? We did like Trump, but they put in our head not to like Trump. It's true.
Mm, interesting. Look, before we go into our next topic, just a word from one of our sponsors.
Melodic Celebrations, specializing in event decorations. Call us today for a quote so we can make your next event beautiful.
Well, our next topic, Faith. Oh man, and I think a lot of people didn't realize this was going on. I'm gonna read this article. Um, Very interesting. Let me read it.
No.
And this is in regards to Ice Cube. Ice Cube claims the NBA and ESPN are doing everything in their powers to destroy his Big Three basketball league. A couple weeks ago, it came out, Faith, that Ice Cube exclusively owned the Big Three by himself. Ice Cube's Big Three has been making, this is according to Yahoo News, as everybody can see.
Mm-hmm.
And this just isn't Yahoo. A bunch of reports came out. And this came out the other day, and I wanted to talk about it because I think this is flying under the radar. Ice Cube Big Three has been making noise as of late for being certified as the first professional black-owned sports league. As of Afrotech just told you, the stamp of approval was issued by Buy Black and U.S. Black Chamber Inc. Myself and the entire league are honored to be officially certified by Black and the U.S. Black Chambers, said Cube in a press release. From day one, the league has been dedicated to providing opportunities for black players, fans, investors, and partners. And we hold on. And we are proud to be part of the nationwide network of black business owners. Supporting black enterprise is a lifelong passion of mine, and the Big Three will continue to build upon its success and lift up other black entrepreneurs. Ice Cube has a message for the NBA and ESPN, yet appears some major players aren't giving Ice Cube League the spotlight it deserves. On Twitter, Cube responded to a call to action post from the NBA veteran and Big Three athlete turned coach Steven Jackson. Hold up. Steven Jackson in the tweet, he spoke out on the NBA and the ESPN failing to use their platforms to amplify the 3-on-3 league. So Ice Cube said, appreciate you, D Thrill Stack 5. That's Steven Jackson's Twitter handle. We definitely need everybody's support. The NBA and ESPN are doing everything in their powers to ignore or destroy the Big Three. Cube wrote on Twitter.
Wow. Wow. So why would they want to? Like, in your opinion?
Well, I'm an NBA fan, and the NBA, what they do is they kind of do blackball players. A lot of players, once they get a certain age, they kind of phase them out the league. A lot of players still got a lot of game left, and then they wind up playing in the Big Three.
Okay.
The Big Three is a league for older players, 3-on-3 basketball, and it doesn't go
They still
against
got it, basically.
what the NBA is trying to do. I think Cube has a point. I do believe him because I know how these big sport networks and these big owners work. These owners who own a lot of these sports franchises, they these sports franchises are like their hobby.
Yeah.
But they generate so much money for them, they don't want nobody to threaten their pocket. It's all about money.
Yeah.
And instead of promoting and helping Cube with this league, which they can do with sponsorship, with just
Well, I
advertisement.
wouldn't they? Because basically they like basketball players that no longer play with them will play with him because they older.
They do this because at the end of the day, they don't want his league to get big. The ABA, for example, was a league that was around when we were younger,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a competing league against the NBA. And
Mm.
then the ABA joined the NBA. Same thing with the
Oh,
AFL and the NFL. It was a different league. So people get threatened by competition. Some
yeah.
people don't like or they don't view competition. Oh, it's competition. This
But
is what we do.
would they really kind of consider it competition? Wouldn't it be just jealousy because um it ain't like they could play them? They, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's giving them an opportunity, and it's about exposure. It's about you and I, the consumer. So if they feel as though we are more attracted to watching 3-on-3 basketball,
Oh,
a
and we
lot of
choose to
former
watch three
players,
on three instead of
yeah,
watching the NBA.
instead of
So that's what
watching
they're
the
afraid
NBA.
of.
So it's a fight. It's always a
And it's
fight for
kind of,
for
yeah, I can see
viewership.
that happening. Older people watching like they still got it, or you know, and yeah, I can see that. But it's just so crazy. The
Yeah.
NBA y'all got big
And it's
already. What's the
funny because
problem?
it's crazy, and I didn't want to tie this, and none of this has nothing to do. The first story that we talked about with Kanye, with Ye and Ice Cube, have nothing to do with each other. But it's amazing because George Floyd and Steven Jackson were very close, and I know that Steven Jackson has been influential with his family, and to be talking about Ye, and I thought about the whole thing with Ice Cube, and wanting to talk about Cube with the story as well. Um, I think this is just the beginning of Cube accusing the NBA and ESPN of some serious things, and I
Yeah.
think that
So what they
it's
gonna
gonna make
start? What they
mainstream. I
gonna?
think people are gonna start talking about it more.
Yeah, what they gonna start calling Ice Cube crazy? You know what I'm saying?
Well, when Ice Cube said he had wanted President Trump at the time for his contract with America, he was attacked.
Yeah, he was
He was attacked.
by his
You know,
own though.
he was attacked by the other political party,
His
the
but
Democrats.
his
But it
own
was his
people.
own because it was, majority of black people that attacked him,
Yeah,
which
because like, see that's what I'm saying. Like what Ye was saying basically is that
because that's why he brought Ice Cube up in that in the interview.
yeah, yeah, because he's saying that if we really want racism to stop, we can't be racism. We can't be racist either. Every white person not a racist. You know what I'm saying? Just like every black person is not a racist. There's some black racists, and black people don't want to admit it. That's why they was upset about the shirt. It wasn't about white lives matter, black lives matter, because y'all not fighting for us at all. Stop pointing out what somebody else is doing when you're doing nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So with the black white lives matter shirt, he really is saying God created all, and at the end of the day, the only lives that's mattering right now is the white lives. So it went like this. You know what I'm saying? You could take it how you want, and that's what he was doing. He said it was
Mm.
art. You know what I'm saying? He said his dad laughed. He said like that was straight up in their face. It's how you take it. And of course the black person gonna take it like, oh, you saying white lives matters and ours don't. Like be for real. So
Interesting perspective, but you know, to be continued. We'll definitely
now Ye made it one. I think he should have said named himself Yay. But he been on that show 3 weeks now.
he don't won you over a little bit.
He did. I ain't gonna lie to you because I love truth. I love when people speak their truth, and I feel like he gave it to us raw as hell, and he made a lot of sense. And I see what he stands for now, so I can't do nothing but back him up. I can't let nobody else's opinion of him change my mind of that after I saw for myself. They had me. They had me. I went off until I saw for myself. You know, and I'm rocking with him. So I wish Tanya was here because she like eating me up. But I would tell her how like please just watch the interview so you could get a better outlook on this man. That's why he really took it down. I don't care what nobody say. They don't want to hear that man truth. They want to just um outline things that will upset us, and that's it. You know, not the things that'll make us proud of him and respect him and admire him. You feel me? Because he said a lot. He definitely did.
Well, that
How you feel
concludes
about him? Talk about me.
that concludes another great show of trending topics, and we'll be back to you guys next Wednesday, 9 o'clock. Faith, have a good week. What's up with this
You
week with he
too.
said she said?
Um, we having two rap artists on our show. They're not on the same label or a group, but we having them both on at the same time. We're doing something different, you know, because there be a lot of competitive with the music industry. We want to show that they aiming for the same thing. We're gonna listen to both artists' music tomorrow, and I mean on Friday, and they're gonna discuss things they want to talk about that is important to them. So it's gonna be a great show on Friday. Everybody tune in at 7 p.m. sharp. And we're gonna get it in.
Great. Well, that concludes another good episode of Trending Topics. And we will see you guys next Thursday, 9 p.m. With
Yep.
that, stay
Nighttime.
safe and know that it's always gonna be something trending.
Yeah.
Hi guys, my favorite too, and we discuss trending topics that affect the narrative and our urban culture. Make us a comment.